my God. Hello, I am live. Let me know if you are on. We're going to get started in about a minute. Just checking to make sure everything is working. And when you jump on, let me know that you can hear me and let me know that you can see me. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. Let's see. Let's test this out. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Felicia, hi. So glad to have you. Where are you from? Okay. So I have done this training over and over again, and it has been so amazing. Felicia, yes. Okay, awesome. Christina, awesome. Good to have you. Roanoke, Virginia. I think I've been there. Austin, TAC. What does TAC mean? Okay, is that Austin, Texas? I am actually in Austin too. Awesome. Okay. Who else is on? Let me know that you're on. Let me know that you can see me. Let me know that you can hear me. This training is going to blow your mind. I've done this several times and it is just so, so good. So, let's see. What else? Okay. Texas. Okay. I was like, TAC, I'm unfamiliar. Okay. So you're in Austin with me. From Pennsylvania. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Now it is 7 o'clock and Kesia, I don't know. Boise, Idaho. Okay, Michelle from San Bernardino, California. Awesome, good to have you. Okay, I'm guessing everybody can see me. Everybody can hear me because you guys would probably be saying something if you couldn't hear me. If you haven't gotten the worksheet, I'm posting the worksheet, so just grab that. Judy, we have exchanged a few emails. Keisha, thank you. I was just like, when I get in the flow, it just happens. Judy, Amesbury, Massachusetts. I lived in Massachusetts for quite a while growing up. Awesome. Good to have you. Who's excited? I am so excited. What we're going to be talking about is going to blow your mind. I hope you have a pen and paper, and I hope you're taking notes, because this is going to transform everything you have ever known about relationships. And it's going to be so good. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. Okay, you are taking notes. Okay, awesome. So excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can still see me. So, my name is Nichole Carlson, and I am an intimacy and relationship coach, and I help people manifest their soulmates. So welcome to How to Manifest an Emotionally Available Partner who is ready to commit. Or if you're in a relationship where you feel alone, how to get your partner to really commit. For this training, we are going to call this your soulmate, right? So we're trying to manifest a soulmate relationship. And I want to say something right now. Most men are actually emotionally available, and men absolutely do want to commit. So how do we manifest a man like that in our lives? That's what it comes down to. Or how do we turn our relationship around? Let me know, guys. Are you in a relationship or are you manifesting? Type in manifesting if you are trying to manifest. You're not in a relationship and you're trying to actually manifest your soulmate. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to manifest your soulmate. And what you know how to manifest your soulmate, you'll actually know how to keep manifesting what you want in your relationship and to keep it vibrant and healthy. Okay, manifest, manifest, manifest. I am in a toxic relationship. Okay, manifest, manifest. Okay. Most of you are single and trying to manifest your soulmate. Okay, awesome. Awesome. The worksheet link did not work for me. That's okay. Just take notes and it will be perfectly fine, Christina. Just take notes and you'll be fine. The worksheet's just like an added thing. Okay, manifest, Stephanie. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is exactly what I did, not only to manifest my future husband, but what I have taught my clients to be able to attract love and even turn their marriages around when they thought there was no hope. And if you guys stay with me until the very end, I'll have a special gift for you, but that's only if you stay with me to the very end. And I promise this will be very exciting, so you'll want to stay with me. Okay. So let me ask you, why are you here? Let me know in the comments why you've decided to be on this training today. And let's make sure you're in the right place, because it sounds like most of you are it sounds like you all are in the right place. So let me know why you decided to join me today. So this is for you if you have been in a relationship after relationship with the same problems following you, right? So you have the same problems, but different relationships. And you are so done with the cycle and you want to be in love. If this is you, type done with the cycle. That's an awful place to be. Okay, this is for you if you are in a relationship right now and you are wondering if this is what love is supposed to feel like, and you're not sure if this is going to work. Okay, type awesome. Done with the cycle. I'm very alone. I do everything and I'm ready to move on. Okay, awesome. Done with picking wrong men. Oh, yes. Okay. Done with the cycle, done with the cycle, done with the cycle. Okay, so if you're in a relationship and you're wondering if this is what love is supposed to feel like, just put a question mark. So this is that, okay, was in a toxic relationship for 10 years, not sure how to date or find someone. Okay, good. You're in the right place, Keisha. Okay, and this is for you if you're exhausted from trying to make it work and you're done with trying to figure it out on your own. You're in the right place, right? So type in exhausted if you're exhausted of trying to figure this out on your own, because I know how frustrating that can be. Okay. So my name is Nichole Carlson, and I help people radically transform their marriages, businesses, and lives. And clients come to me who are struggling in their intimate relationships and are on the brink of divorce. And they're so tired of being alone, and they want to manifest their soulmate. Okay, I got a lot of people who are exhausted, can totally relate. Okay, awesome. Okay. I've just stopped dating and stopped putting energy into it. Yeah, because it gets to be a lot. Okay, awesome. Okay, you guys are in the right place. Okay, but right now I am living my dream. I just manifested my future husband in 2019, just a little over a year ago. And I have a business that I love. I have clients that I love. I travel 2 to 3 times. Normally 2 to 3 times a year, and I do bodybuilding competitions in my spare time. So I'm all about living a very full life. So this is the 3 pictures on the left are my clients, and then the top middle picture is the office that I'm sitting in right now, and then yes, I had a ham again here. And then the pictures on the right are me in LA visiting my friend, and then me in Europe traveling. And then the bottom one is me doing my bodybuilding competition. So this is my life now, okay? But it wasn't always this way. So let's backtrack, because there was a time actually in my 20s where I felt alone and in my life. And I was frustrated because the harder I tried, the more men pulled away from me. So this was in 2001, and it was one of the lowest points in my life. I was about to marry a man that had cheated on me, and that deep down, I knew he couldn't give me everything I needed. So 2001, I stopped believing in marriage, but I was so desperate to make this work. And I felt trapped between my commitment to get married and the fact that he was pulling away. And I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you feel like your partner is pulling away, right? You want to make it work, but you feel like your partner is pulling away. If that's you, type in pulling away, because we can flip the switch on that, okay? So even though I knew he wasn't emotionally available, I still got married. And I was living this perfect life, but I was miserable because I felt alone. I felt neglected. I felt abandoned. And he was consumed by his work, and I slept alone most nights. Okay, pulling away, then cheated. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All of that can stop. We're going to take care of that right now. Okay. Yeah, it's not a good place to be. Okay. But one day I got a call, and my mom, who was 47 at the time, she had cancer, and she never actually made it to her 48th birthday. And as hard as that was, it was a wake-up call for me that I couldn't keep living my life this way. Like, time was running out. I couldn't just sit here and wait for my life to pass me by. So I got a divorce. I sold my house. I quit my job one day, and I sold my car an hour later. And the next day I was on a one-way ticket to Spain. And that was over 10 years ago. And I traveled for years. And then I rebuilt. I rebuilt my life. I rebuilt my life following my heart, and in my life and in my career. And through the years of rebuilding, this is how I learned to manifest what I wanted in my life, by flipping the switch. Michelle, you're so right. Life is too short. No affection towards me. Yeah, life is too short for that. While my life was getting in order and my business, I kept struggling with the same relationship problems. So in 2017, I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and something drastic changed. Okay, I finally learned how to change my energy and fix my relationship problems. And I manifested my soulmate, who now pursues me relentlessly. Okay, so I manifested my future husband. That's what MFH stands for. So what? Who cares? Okay, here's why it matters. Okay, so I was struggling for almost 20 years. I was struggling in my relationships for almost 20 years. And then I manifested my future husband. This is why it's such a big deal for you, okay? This is why it's a big deal for you, because we were friends for 3 years. I was in love with him for a year, and I knew that he loved me. But he kept saying that he wasn't ready. The thing is, I love him, and I knew that he loved me, but we couldn't be together because there was this energetic block between us. And this block was created by my abandonment issues, my fear, my neediness, and I felt like I was never enough, and I felt insecure. Okay? So these are the love blocks that we all have. Probably all of you as well, right? These are the things that are keeping us from love. Abandonment issues, fear, neediness, feeling like you're never enough, and feeling insecure. And then I shifted my energy. I literally wrote one line in my journal. I visualized for 3 days about him proposing and our wedding. And on the 4th day, he showed up for me, fully committed and telling me that he wanted to marry me. Okay, so this is how powerful this is. And today I'm going to talk about the 4 keys that had to happen for him to go from I'm not ready for a relationship to I want to marry you. Okay, I've seen this over and over with my clients. And during that 1.5 years after my breakup, that's when I went through these 4 shifts, right? So I'm going to tell you the 4 shifts that I went through during that 1.5 years for him to totally turn around and say, go from not wanting to commit to me, right? Because I'm sure you all have felt that, which is why you signed up for, this actual training, to wanting to marry me. Okay. So let me ask you, what would it feel like to feel so loved, safe, and secure with your lover that you never question it? What would that feel like? What would it feel like to feel like they support you in everything you are doing? What would it feel like to feel like there is a deep trust and respect between you? What would it feel like to feel like they desire to be with you? And what would it feel like to feel passion and chemistry you are craving? What would that feel like? Now, do you currently think that you know who your soulmate is? Did you recently break up with somebody and you know that this is your soulmate? If you think you know who your soulmate is, type in I know. If you don't know who your soulmate is, type in I don't know. Okay. Yes, Judy, you do know who your soulmate is. Keisha, you don't know. Michelle, that would be unimaginable. Yeah, okay. It can totally happen. It can totally happen. Judy knows. Okay. Felicia doesn't know. Keisha doesn't know. Okay, awesome. Okay, we have a mix. It doesn't matter if you know who that person is or you don't know. Okay. Ashante. Okay, it's totally fine. This works the same way. I've had people manifest somebody new. I've had people manifest their exes back. I've broke up with my soulmate because toxic kept harassing them. My toxic kept harassing me. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So, okay. Awesome. Okay. I got you. I got everybody. Okay. So we get into a place where we feel like a failure in our relationships. We feel like we just want to be in a relationship that works. We are unhappy. We are tired of being on the fence in our relationships. We don't know what to do. We are barely holding it together. We are a happy person living an unhappy life. How many of you feel like you're a happy person living in an unhappy life? We get to a place where we're scared of trusting again. We get to a place where we are getting triggered in our relationships. And we want to believe in love, but we don't know what we need to make it happen. Yeah, too many people. Yeah, happy person living in an unhappy life. Yeah. And we are ready to call in our soulmate relationship now. I'd rather be by myself than with someone and alone. That's exactly what Michelle, that's exactly what I was saying in my marriage. I would rather be alone than married and alone. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you guys are in the right place for sure. Okay. Today you will learn the shifts I made to go from 20 years of being neglected in my relationships to attracting my future husband and being pursued, and how you can apply the same shifts to create the relationship you want. And you will learn why nothing has worked for you in the past, how to use these 3 shifts to attract the love you desire, even if you feel like you've been stuck in the same patterns for years. This will work. I've seen it over and over again. You will learn what's really stopping you from having the love and intimacy you desire. And you will learn how to change that, even in your current relationship, if you are currently in one. And you will learn how you can manifest your soulmate relationship. Okay. As I go down the list, write in the comments what you've experienced. Okay, so let me ask you, does this sound like you? Do you have abandonment issues, fear, neediness, feeling like you are never enough? Are you insecure? Are you feeling depleted energetically in your relationships? Are you feeling abandoned? Are you feeling annoyed, pissed off, angry? Are you saying, Keisha, are you saying, I don't ask for that much? I don't ask for that much. Are you wondering if it's going to work? Are you having anxiety? Do you wonder, is this what love is supposed to feel like? Okay, all of the above. Fear, yes. Needy, annoyed, yes to all. Feeling like I'm never enough, ready for them to leave any second. I don't ask for that much. Yes, that was something I said over and over again in my past relationships. Okay, so all these things that I talked about, these are not the problem. Okay, these are just symptoms of the problem. And if you are trying to fix these symptoms, you'll never fix the problem. But once you fix the problem, all of the symptoms will go away. Okay, so let's talk about what the real problem is. The real problem is you need to know how to flip the switch. There are 4 shifts that you need to make so you can manifest the relationship you've been wanting so badly. But I want you to know that this is the only thing that has worked for me and for my clients. And no one out there is teaching this stuff because I created the system myself. It took me 20 years to figure this out. But my clients, with the tools that I give them, are able to fix their relationships and manifest their soulmate in a matter of months. In a matter of months. So I figured all this out for you. And I want to help you get there, okay? Who's ready? Who is ready? So excited. Okay. Here we go. Who's ready? Okay, shift number 1. This is what needs to happen. Pen and paper, write this down. You need to reprogram your relationship patterns. Yes, please. Yes, I'm ready. Me, awesome. Okay, you need to reprogram your relationship patterns. You keep getting emotionally unavailable partners, not because the dating pool in Austin is bad, or the dating pool in New York or Massachusetts is bad, and not because people don't know how to date anymore, And not because your standards are too high. You keep getting emotionally unavailable men because you have a pattern, and this is not your fault, okay? You have a relationship pattern. And for me, my pattern started with my mom. She had a pattern of neglect in her marriage, and I had a pattern of neglect in my marriage and then in my following 2 relationships. Okay? So I want you to get this in your head. The pattern is the problem. So type that into the comments because I want you guys to really get this. It's not your fault. It's not the guy. It's the pattern is the problem. The pattern is the problem. So now that you know what the problem is, you can actually solve it. Okay? So this is the problem. It's not your partner. It's the pattern you are in. And even if you try really hard and you consciously avoid it, right? You will still recreate the same pattern over and over and over again. Okay? The pattern is the problem. The pattern, yes. Okay, you guys are getting it. Yes, it's not your fault, and it's not the guy, and it's not the dating pool, and it's not the dating apps, okay? It's the pattern. Okay, awesome. You guys are gonna go so far because you guys are really engaged. I love this. Okay, but you will still recreate this pattern over and over again because it's inside of you. So I did this after I left my ex-husband. I picked safe men that wouldn't cheat on me, but they still neglected me. Even though they showed up strong for me in the beginning, they ended up pulling away after about 6 months. And I still had the same problems of neglect and abandonment. Fear of dating online, yep. So even if you're picking safe men who show up for you strong in the beginning, they will grow cold. And you've probably seen this. So if you've seen this, type in cold, where they show up strong and then they turn and start to go cold and pull away. Okay, so for you, it doesn't matter if you get out of the relationship you are in right now. What you've gotten in your relationship is always some version of what you will continue to get. Okay. Cold, cold, cold. Okay. And if you're done with this pattern, type in done with the pattern. Oh, freeze. Oh, I thought, okay, yeah. Yeah, they grow cold. Yeah. Okay, so it's not their fault. It's not the dating pool. It's not your fault. It's this pattern that you've probably picked up from your past, right? And it happened for me, right? Done with the pattern, done with the awesome. You guys are great. Okay. Guess what? Sydney came to me right when her relationship was in crisis. She didn't know if she should stay or if she should go. She was devastated. She thought there was no way to work something like this out. But she also knew that this guy was her soulmate. She was in a relationship with him, and he didn't cheat, but they had a problem that they could not resolve. And she thought that the problem was him, but the real problem was that this was a pattern for her, and she picked it up from watching her parents. So this is a generational problem for her. And she was just recreating the same pattern in all her relationships. So we worked together privately to reprogram her relationship patterns and figure out what was truly right for her. And she knew she had worked through her relationship patterns, and she knew her relationship was going to work. She had such certainty that it was going to work that she decided to stay with him. And within a few months, they were engaged, and they are getting married in just a couple of months. So this is how you can use this stuff if you're already in a relationship, right? So you can turn this around. it works for the same if you're in a relationship or not. Okay, done with the pattern, done with it, done. Is there a different way of meeting someone not online date? Absolutely. Most of my clients want to meet people organically. There is definitely a way to do that. Done with the pattern. Okay. So Holly was in a pattern of non-committal men and now was in her 40s. Okay, she was in her 40s. So how many of you are feeling like you're getting older and time is running out? She was tired of the games. In fact, she was in an uncommitted relationship when we first spoke. She had been dating this man for 2 years, and he still wanted to be friends, even though they were past that point. Me, okay. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So we started working together and started reprogramming her relationship patterns, and it was as if he completely changed. He proposed to her almost out of nowhere, but she did the work, and that's what made everything change for her, right? She got help. She didn't say, oh, well, I know it all. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I can figure this out on my own. Okay, 86. 46. Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is still gonna work. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can make this work. Okay, so he proposed to her. So that's what happens when you do the work. Okay, so shift number 2, 61. Okay, so shift number 2 is you have to heal from your past. So it was almost 20 years that my ex cheated on me. But while we were engaged, my dad announced that he was leaving the family for another woman. And I was sitting there with a ring on my finger, and all my beliefs about love and marriage were gone. And I was pissed. I was kidding about the age. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have fun, Michelle. Okay, so I was pissed, right? My dad was leaving. I stopped believing in marriage. My ex-husband, well, we were about to get married, and he had cheated on me. So I was mad. I was so mad. I stopped talking to my dad for 6 years because I was that angry. Eventually, we talked again, and everything was okay. But after my ex left, I realized I had more healing to do. Not because I was mad, but because it was stopping me from love. Okay? This is a huge block. Not healing correctly keeps you from love, right? And I thought I wasn't mad. I didn't feel any anger, right? But it was still keeping me from love. Who got the healing video? Right? Who got the healing video? Type in video if you got that. I think I sent it out to everybody. You may think that time heals your pain. It doesn't. You may think that you aren't upset anymore. But if you are not manifesting your soulmate, it's probably because you need to go back and do some more healing work. Okay, Michelle, I'll get that out to you. Okay. Put out notes with I don't have a pen. The only one without a pen. Okay. I'll send that out to everybody. Okay. Judy got it. It's in one of your emails. So if you signed up, I think I'll send it out. Okay. So you may think that time heals your pain. You may think that you're not angry anymore, and maybe you're not, right? But if you're not manifesting your soulmate, it's because you need to go back and do some healing work. Okay? Type in the comments, time does not heal your pain. Time does not heal your pain, right? So that's what I thought. Okay, so Kyle came to me a little over 2 years ago now, right? He had just gotten married and he was expecting. His business was taking a nosedive, and there was a lot of trust issues in his relationship, a lot of trust issues. So he felt like he had made a mistake, but he was trying to do the right thing for his new family. And over the course of 6 months, he stopped working out. He started eating badly. He started putting on weight. He lost focus and drive in his business. Kyle came to me and we worked together on his relationship while rebuilding his confidence, healing his old wounds, breaking old relationship patterns, changing old beliefs. And we used this time to build up who he was and what he wanted and help him figure out what he wanted in the relationship. So he got better, but the relationship got worse. He kept hoping for the potential in the relationship. Okay. Have you guys ever stayed in a relationship or the potential of the relationship? So put a 2 in the comments if you've ever been there, right? If you've ever stayed in the relationship for the potential. So finally, he had the strength and confidence to walk away. It was just as if he flipped the switch and he was done. So he went through and worked on his healing old wounds, breaking old relationship patterns. Yes, he had, yes, and had babies too. This is where I am. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. No more staying for the potential. You need to know, like, we're not getting any younger, which we discussed in one of the previous slides. We need to know, how do you manifest your soulmate? Okay, so he walked away from that relationship and he decided to get a divorce. He changed his whole life and he is currently training for his first, actually he did his first body competition of the slide, and he is in a new healthy relationship. So totally transformed. Let me see. From that for that. Everybody give him a round of applause because he did work. Okay, so now he's good. No, we need to love ourselves and to know our worth. Right, absolutely. Send him. He's in a new relationship. He's good. He's good. Okay. So let's talk. Oh, never mind. Okay, let's talk about Sandy. Sandy was in and out of relationships because she had so much fear about being neglected, abandoned, or left that she created blocks in every relationship she was in. When she finally met her soulmate, she knew this one had to be different for her. She didn't want to mess this up, and so she came to me to make sure she was creating the relationship the right way. We worked on healing from her past and her childhood and her past relationships, and she no longer let her fears run her relationships. And she is now in a committed relationship with her soulmate, and they are about to adopt a little girl, boy. I'm not even sure. I have to check with her. But they're about to adopt, and so she is super happy and expanding her family. Okay. Okay, let's see. Shift number 3. Who is ready for shift number 3? You've got to change your beliefs. Okay, so back last year, the day I manifested my future husband, you guys remember the story, right? One line in my journal. So I had to change a really strong belief that I held on to for almost 20 years. Christina, yes, you remember the story. I wrote one line in my journal declaring that I wanted to marry this man, and I visualized him proposing on the beach, which is not in Austin. Okay. I visualized this for 3 days, and on the 4th day, I went down to see him, and I stopped by the mailbox, and I got this fashion jewelry $5 nothing ring, right? And I got that in the mail, and I went to see him, and then I showed him the ring, right? And he was opening it out of the paper, and he sees that it's a ring. It was just for my bodybuilding competition, just stage ring, nothing big, right? So he takes the ring and he goes down to one knee. He goes down on one knee. And then he tells me that he wants to marry me. And he was kind of joking with the ring, with the proposal, but he was serious about wanting to marry me. Right? So here's the thing. He's not the marrying type. I'm not the marrying type. Right? But when you change your beliefs, everything changes. So we were together for about a month before I decided to ask him, because I was like so curious, because I knew I manifested him. I told him I manifested him, right? But I was like, how does he think he got here, right? Like, how does he think we got together? So I said to him, after about a month of dating, right? I said to him, like, I know I manifested you, and I've told you, so you bought your own ring. No, well, he hasn't actually proposed, right? He got laid off from COVID, and so he's waiting to get a job so he can save up for a ring. So I asked him, I'm like, I know I manifested you, and I told you I manifested you, but how do you think we got together? How do you think this whole thing happened? And he said, I've been trying to figure that out for days, and I have no idea. And I was just like, oh my God, right? So before I manifested my future husband, I was dead set against getting married, because my belief was I didn't want to get divorced again, which means I didn't believe in marriage, right? So I had to change my story, and I had to believe in marriage so much that I not only allowed myself to want it, but to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was going to work, right? I didn't even know I didn't believe in marriage. I had no idea, right? Okay, Michelle, let's talk. We'll get that proposal in Paris, okay? Okay. So here's what happens. We want something, but subconsciously we are protecting ourselves from that thing, and we don't even know it. And it feels like we're in an internal battle. We aren't actually aware of the beliefs that are blocking us, and we are in the same cycle. Michelle, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh my God. So I want you to meet Sarah. Sarah came to me after a breakup, and she thought, maybe my standards are too high. Who has ever thought this? Have you thought that your standards are too high, and this is the reason you can't manifest your soulmate? Type in standards if you have thought this, okay? So she thought, maybe my standards are too high. Maybe I'm too picky. She didn't believe that she could actually attract her soulmate. So we started working together, and she flipped a switch and realized that she could manifest her soulmate, and that she didn't have to lower her standards. And within months, she manifested her ex back, and they are dating and making Christmas plans to meet the family. standards, me, okay, no, never, too picky. Yeah. Yeah. You're not too picky. You're not too picky. That's not the problem. That is not the problem. Okay? All that can be solved. Okay. I want you to meet Kayla. Kayla had a few beliefs that needed to shift before she could manifest her soulmate. But the biggest one was that men took advantage of her and she had to give too much of herself in the relationship to get what she wanted. She was exhausted and tired of these relationships. Right? Who feels like they are working so hard in the relationship and getting nothing back, right? Working too hard. Type in working too hard. We went through and shifted her beliefs on relationships and what she was worthy of, and everything changed for her. She started attracting men, and one of them was her soulmate, and he showed up for her, asking to meet her family and claiming her as his own. I do. This is me, but I don't get crap. Yeah. Yeah. You're working too hard. Working too hard. Yeah. All the dating advice out there is wrong. It's wrong. And it's making you crazy. I did work too hard and then he still left. Yeah. He's there. If you work too hard and follow the dating advice, they are going to leave. And that's what every single one of you are saying, right? Okay. So I want you to meet Rachel. She had been off and on in a relationship with this certain man for 14 years. Guys, 14 years he wouldn't commit. 14 years. So when she joined my program, she was done with the back and forth, done with the uncertainty, and done being alone. I want to be claimed. Yes, Michelle, let's do it. She started working with me and changed her beliefs about what she wanted, what was possible for her, and what kind of man this guy was. And within 1 month, this same non-committal guy showed up for her saying that she is the one and he wants to spend his life with her. Because I know. We're working on the bun. We're working on the bun. But she got what she wanted. She got the relationship. He is ready. He's committed for the first time ever and first time in 14 years, right? So this is totally super powerful. Okay, what I'm teaching you is super powerful. We've seen relationships turn around, exes get manifested back, and this, right? So what I'm teaching you is super powerful. Okay, who is ready for shift number 4? This is a big one. Who is ready? But he wasn't committal. He wasn't committing, right? How frustrating is that? Shift number 4. Okay, you've got to live a soul-led life. Yeah, okay. Which means you need to follow your heart because you've got to manifest with your heart. It means you have to trust your heart and not your head. Love is a decision that is love is a heart decision. And that's the only way you can manifest anything is from your heart. So this guy, for the last year, my future husband, right? For the year before I manifested him, I was in my head. He loves me. I love him. He's single. I'm single. We should be together. It makes logical sense, right? Same with if you're following dating rules, if you're following dating advice, right? All these logical things, if you're in your head, it will never work. It will never work. So when I went to my heart and I visualized for 3 days, it shifted the energy inside of me and shifted the energy between us. Trying to run their relationships from fear, from their head, and that actually repels the very relationship you want. Okay, this is a big one. This is a big one. This is why people will work with me for at least 4 months, right? Because it takes a very long time to get this. So how do you know if you're following your heart? How do you know if you're following your heart? If you're following your head, it feels like fear. What do I need to do? What do I need to text back? What's the dating site? What dating site do I need to be on? I have to do this because that's how you make it work, right? If you're following your heart or your soul, it feels like faith. Truly knowing that this is going to work. So here's a question. Are you coming from fear or are you coming from faith? Right? Because that's what makes all the difference. Okay. I want to introduce you to Nadia. She came to me on the verge of divorce. Actually, she had been talking about going to divorce lawyers for 4 years. Her marriage wasn't working. So we worked together to create a soul-led life, putting herself first, following her heart, and everything changed for her. She was able to fall deeply in love with herself, and her relationship with her husband radically changed. He showed up for her more loving and emotionally available than ever before. She is completely happy and is no longer seeking a divorce as of a year ago. Okay? Everything changed. Everything changed. Keisha, fear, yes. Okay. I want you to meet Andy. When Andy first came to me, he was successful as a software engineer, but he had no drive, no motivation, no desire to do anything but keep his job. The problem was, after his last breakup, his confidence was shattered. In fact, he had given up all hope of ever being in a relationship at all. All he ever did was work or drink. So we worked together on creating a life that he loved, a soul-led life. And not only had he lost 65 pounds in 15 weeks, but without a diet, he obviously worked out. But he also got a promotion at work and found his soulmate and asked her to marry him. And now they're getting married. Now that is a turnaround, right? Guys, I'll tell you, losing weight is just like a byproduct. I don't actually try to teach people to lose weight. It's just a byproduct. So here's the thing. Our soul needs intimacy, but we sacrifice our soulmate relationship because we feel like we are asking too much, right? Saying yes to who we are and what our soul wants makes us happy. We need to have that soulmate connection. Michelle, you're cracking me up. We need to have that soulmate connection, and intimacy is a need that we as humans have. Here's where people go wrong. So we've been hurt, so we try to protect ourselves, which keeps us from the exact thing we want. So we end up with people who we aren't excited about, and in relationships we are not excited about. Usually, we try to protect ourselves by finding someone safe or not putting everything into the relationship we have, right? We hold back. So if that's you, type in safe. If you hold back in relationships, type in hold back, right? And maybe we've even gone through a period of time where you don't want to have a relationship because you know that it doesn't work, right? So you go through a period of time where you're like, I don't want to be in a relationship, right? Because we want what we want, and our soul wants a soulmate, someone that we feel safe with and that we also have passion with. So put it in the comments, what are you not getting right now in your relationship or in your past relationships? Love, trust, intimacy, passion, connection. And how would your life be different if you could create that soulmate relationship? Hold back, hold back. Yeah. Yeah, you hold back. Okay. So I made a promise to you at the beginning of this that I told you that I was going to tell you how to manifest an emotionally available partner who is ready to commit. And we went over, all of them. Tip number 1, reprogram your patterns. Shift number 2, heal your past. Shift number 3, change your beliefs. And shift number 4, live a soul-led life. Okay? So what would your life look like if you could flip the switch and manifest your soulmate? What would it be like to be able to attract that kind of relationship that you want? To stop holding yourself back in your relationship and create the relationship you truly desire. I mean, can you imagine? Let me ask you a question. We've had a good time, but an hour is not that long. How would you like to talk to me directly, and we can talk about how to work together to this further, right? Would this help you? What do you guys think? So, don't know where to start. Yeah. So what would you think if we could chat about where you are right now and what needs to happen for you to actually manifest your soulmate, right? Because I know this is a lot. So first I want to talk about I want to tell you, I've had a lot of people come to me and they've gotten the most amazing results. Someone fine to need. Yes, please. Okay. I want someone adventurous. Okay. I can help you with that, Michelle. So clients have gotten the most amazing results. And I've had a lot of people come into my Facebook group or just show up on the training, and they are still struggling today because, and I want to talk to you about the qualities you have to have in order to be successful with this. Not only with this, but with anything. But like, if you want to manifest your soulmate, these are the qualities that you need to have, because these are the qualities that my clients have, right? So there's 3 qualities. They are empowered. They know that they are creators of their world. So if you know anything about manifestation, it means you are in charge of your reality. You create your reality, right? So you have this belief that you can change your situation. So my clients that are successful, they have this belief that they can change their situation and their circumstance. Okay, I got them plus more. I need to find the right man. Where do I meet him? I can totally help you with that, Felicia. Okay, awesome. Okay, Judy, yes. Yes, okay. Okay, awesome. Okay. So the second quality that they have is they are action takers. They don't wait. They decide that they want something. They know they have the power to change their life, and they decide what they need and they go right for it. They say yes, right? They say yes to opportunity. Correct. The law of attraction. Yes. Michelle, you're on this. Okay, awesome. And the third thing is they acknowledge there's something that they need help with, right? The people that don't change and they still are struggling to manifest their soulmate, they feel like they can do it themselves and they are still stuck in that loop, right? I'm giving you as much as I can in this hour, but it's still not, it's not enough. It's not. So here's how I can help. I have set aside some time in the next few days to speak with you one-on-one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different, right? So I want you guys to message me, right? We're going to set up a call, but I want you guys to message me because I want to hear your story. I want you to DM me, right? Private message me because I want to hear your story. Because every single one of you, even though you have a lot of similarities, you guys are all going through something totally different than the next person. So I want you guys to message me, and I want you guys to say, either message me and say, oh, wait, where's my button? Where's my button? Okay. I got to find the button. Okay. Here's the button. I put the button. Oh, wait, there's the button. I'm getting this. I only had to remember the button once, right? So I want you guys to click on that. And I want you guys to say fast track or just starting, right? So I'm going to get back to you tomorrow because it's getting late here. And this takes a lot of energy and I want to give you guys my full attention. But I want you guys to message me and say fast track or just starting, right? And I want to have a conversation with you. I want to know, like, what kind of result, like, how fast do you want your results? How committed are you to making this happen? What are you frustrated with? We're going to talk about all those things, right? But I really want to get to know you. I don't want to just assume that I know you and kind of know your story, even though you guys have really resonated with this material and everything that I've shared tonight. I want to get to know you. I want to know that what I'm offering, like if we decide to work together, that it's the perfect fit and that it will get you the results. Judy, you can absolutely email me. Yeah, you can email me or DM me. DMing me would be the best because that's the quickest way. But I want to know, like, are you like at this point in your life where you want answers and you want answers now and you want to fast track these results, right? So that's probably maybe private coaching with me. If you're like just starting and you want to get more into like manifesting and you really want to know how that will work and how that will change your life, then just, type in just starting. But I want to get to know you, want to get to know where you are so that I can figure out how best to help you. And if I'm not the right coach for you, if you need a different resource, I will direct you in that direction. But I want to make sure that I know your story, right? I want to get to know you guys. You guys have been great tonight to share your Sunday evening with me. I know it's a lot. I know this is a lot of information. So however I can help you, I'm going to do the best I can and get you guys in the right place. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to send you all the healing video again. I'm just going to send it out. Make sure everybody gets that. And just DM me if you have any questions. And let's make sure that you're on track to manifest your soulmate in the next few months. Okay. I love you guys very much. Thank you very much for being here. And I will see you on Facebook. Okay. Bye. You're welcome. Welcome, Keisha.